Hello friends, in this video let's continue our comparison of Excel versus Python for common Excel operations. Specifically in this video let's look at how you can add a conditional column in Excel and how you can do the same thing in Python. So let's first understand what we want to do here. If the sales amount is greater than 1000, then we want to give this a grade of A. Otherwise, we want to provide a grade of B. Alright, so let's start by writing the formula here. And our condition is that the sales amount needs to be greater than 1000. And if so, we'll give a sales grade of A. Otherwise, we will provide a grade of B. Alright. So you saw that since this is greater than 1000, the salesperson has got a grade of A. Let us double click this to drag it down, and you can see that wherever the sales figure is less than 1000, the grade given is B. Let's now go over to Python and see how you can accomplish the same thing, that is adding a conditional column using Python. I have come over to Python here. The first thing we're going to do is import numpy as np because we would like to perform some numerical operations. The second thing we'll do is import pandas as pd, which allows us to use the pandas data frames, which are very similar to an Excel spreadsheet. Let's now read our Excel file using the pandas method read_excel, and we'll provide the file name in parentheses. And we can also preview the first few rows of our data. Now, what we want to do is we want to write a function where we take an input parameter of sales, and if the sales value is greater than 1000, then we provide the grade of A, otherwise we provide the grade of B. And finally, whatever is the grade is going to be returned by this function. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to have an empty list where we're going to store all the grades that are going to be a part of this grade column, and we are going to loop over all the rows in this data set. So for that, we are going to calculate the length of the Excel file, which will give us the number of rows, and then we are going to start our for loop for I in range of this length. So I is going to go up and traverse all the rows of our data set, and what we are going to do is we are going to use the iloc operator to go to this row and this column. So we are interested in looking at the figure in the sales column for that row. After we got the sales figure from that row, we want to call our apply grade function, which is going to determine whether the grade value returned will be A or B, and we're going to store that result in this variable grade. And finally, we had our empty list grades_list. We're going to append this grade. So at the end of this for loop, we're going to have a list of A's and B's as part of a list. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new column called grade. So we have the same Excel file, and in square brackets we provide the name of the new column, and we are going to assign it to the list of grades that was obtained after calling the apply_grade function. So you can see that when you call Excel file.head, you now have this grade function where all the grades from this grade list have been assigned to the grade column. So you have A for these 4 values where the sales is more than 1000, and B for this final value where the sales is less than 1000. So in this case, there was not a big difference between Excel and Python when it comes to the speed of operation. However, as your data set becomes larger and larger, you will begin to notice a significant speed up by using Python instead of Excel. In subsequent videos, we'll also look at how you can further simplify and make this operation more efficient in Python by adding a clock or timer to this function. As always, thank you for taking out the time to watch this video. For more such videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you get a notification whenever I post a new video. Goodbye and take care.